Welcome to the opposite. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about what kind of stock is pretty good to invest, how to invest, or how to trade is what's the best strategy to take it on, and so on. At least I will tell you my strategy, which ones for me I think it's one of the best strategies to invest, but we'll see what you're thinking about. Stay till the end. Now I'm showing you some kindly stocks out and what's the point on them, what will be at least, and yeah, take your own decisions about it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm only telling you what I did all over my investment career, I would say. I'm now in investing stocks since 2008, so my first knowledge about investing was crash. Very hard. Now I can laugh. When I started, it was not for laughing about me, but I learned hard about it. I jumped on the boat again in 2012 and got some better knowledge how to move, how to handle, and wrote really a lot. But I really, all over my opinion, I found the strategy which is the easiest one. I don't only do this way, but it's the easiest, and you will see at least. So now let's start. I told you only want to show you stocks, not crypto indices or or something. Well, there you can see I have Gilly Automobile, uh, Nell, and these are very interesting stocks, and I will show you what I mean about it. So let's jump into Gilly. Gilly is, I think maybe you know, they have a pretty bright stock portfolio, I would say. They own a big part of Volvo. They also own something of Daimler, so BMW and Mercedes. So they're really big in the game, also on the European market, as it looks like. They're also Mercedes starts to produce the little car series in Geely's production lines. At least it will be starting this or next year, maybe, as far as I know. And Geely also has in China a very interesting car company, Proton. Proton is a pretty good car maker over Chinese space, so they're not only in European stocks, they also have their own car company, I would say, manufacturing in China. So very nice stock, very good. And like you can see, all over it, if you want to look for over a year performance, you can see China had the COVID problem earlier. Like you see here in stocks, it went hardly down, but like you see also, if you were invested right before the massive COVID dump was coming, now you will be a happy man. You did more than 2 times of your investment, so that's nothing bad, that's just good, that's just 100% plus. So in a year. And that's included you bought on top, and right after you you bought, there were the COVID situation, the lockdown. So like you see, it's not that bad, at least. Well, that's what I'm telling you about Gilly. Now let's go back. Which ones will be the next ones? Oh, Nell. Nell is a very special thing. It's a H2. They do some electrolyzers for gas station. So they really hope for that H2 cars will drive all over the world in the next couple of years. Especially in Europe, as it looks like also the government in each country will do so. So I think they're on the right way for now. And let's have a look what the price chart is telling us there. Price chart is telling us over a year, like you see, if you like Gilly before invest in January, you will be around the 12 the NOK, this Norwegian krone. And yeah, like you see, it doesn't matter. The lockdown were is forgotten in just like nothing. Like you can see in September, there was the same much dump, so there's nothing bad about it. And right after a year, you will see you did 2 times of your investments. So this is just crazy. This is very good, and yeah, pretty nice. Like you see, this is just an investing over a year. And yeah, if you right, if you also took some money in it on October or November, you will do you will be able to do kindly the same, but it's not the same. So the time period is just not that matter. At least if you have the time and the money in the bag, it's just much easier. Always the patience is what will be rewarded at first. So let's go to the next ones. So, wow, AMS. It's just an Austrian company in Austria is in Europe. For some of you, maybe you don't know because it's just a little land, a little country, and I'm from this country. I live in the capital city. So, what is it doing? If you look here over the year frame, it looks not that nice anymore because like you can see the dump were massive, but also the dump was kindly misunderstanding in my opinion because they had enough money in the back yet, but also wanted to buy some big manufacturing company, Osram in Germany, and maybe about the credit they wanted to have, it went down in the rating. So yeah, but at least like you can see, constantly growth. It was the deepest point was kindly around 8 or 9 Swiss franc. So pretty nice move upward, and yeah, I would say it's definitely buy and long invest, definitely here. This is not a pumping or dumping massively project. This is really a company manufacturer who's doing pretty well in long term. So next ones. So Renault, one of the biggest car manufacturer all over the world. Like, yeah, I think you all know this in French. So, and where we are on the chart. Let's have a look. There is 2021. 2021 it was above $40 definitely, and with the lockdown, yeah, especially the car manufacturers were really hard affected, as this was really bad for them because lockdown, no one was able to, in reality in Europe, no one really was able to drive anywhere because everything was closed. It's just crazy, but that's how it is. No one would believe it, but it was like this. And yeah, they had a long, kindly sidewalk with a real short uptrend, if you ask me. It's more just an accumulation till November, and then they started to pump. Now they range above €30. That's, I don't know, I would say 45, $46 USD. So pretty nice movement. Also in short term, good to trade, but very hard to trade because sometimes there's just only up, and right after next hour it dumps massively. I don't know, it's, yeah, if you have some accumulation like you found here, you can bet for it, it will not go below this once. So like you can see here, $20 is the massive bottom. So there is really power behind, and yeah, it just only falls below if there is really something massive, and you will know it because yeah, TV media or something else will show you. So next ones. Next ones will be Jumia. Jumia was high traded. Many people love this project, and it's very venom if you ask me, because the pumps and dumps around this project was really crazy. It was really crazy. It was handled about around 10 USD, so very nice range to buy. It dumped down to, I don't know, maybe $2, maybe, I think, like I remember. I jumped in and also invested in this once because I thought, for sure to invest, it's pretty fine. I sold when it was back up to $10 because I thought, yeah, well, that's the bottom for this once. Maybe it will get affected and fall down. It did so, but then I lost it out of my eyes. And yeah, like you can see, there were massive pump, but like you all know, Jumia is e-commerce in Africa, and African markets were currently really different. There is something millions high, and in really short term it can fall pretty low. So it's very hard to calculate in reality, but it was definitely, and that I did also when it was $10, a long time invest. I will look for it as a long time invest in the next 5 years. I will have a look on it, and I think the possibility that it's above $100 is very possible. So I don't know what you're thinking about. I would say it's definitely buy. Also now it's not bad. For trading, it's really hard. It's possible you can take really a lot of profit out of it. Also, if you look for these ones, like you can see, it swings. If you're blind for some days, it swings around, and it does always on the next swing around. I would say each month it took a new ATH. Only this swing was just a little bit longer, so but not that bad. Well, next ones. That's also very nice. Here on eToro, you can say, I only want to see this, only want to see that. That's pretty nice. Yeah, Palantir is very nice. It's pretty young, but it's military government protection and so on. I don't know to the point what they doing, but as it looks like they do it good because the investment is just growing. So up, like you can see, and the upward trend is definitely not over. It looks to me like this will be in the next 10 years one of the big players in the range. We'll see. I hope so, because I'm also invested since $10 for this once. I hope for it goes above $1,000 at least. The possibility is really there, because in reality no one really knows what they are going to do, what they really do, but everyone knows they do good. it's it sounds crazy, but that's just the reality. And if you're looking for, if you invested in October like I also did, it pumped pretty massive, so more than 3 times of the invest already back. So just love it. I keep staying in there. Good. Let's go back. Like you can see, some companies are not only for trade or only to invest. They have some very clearly movements and so on. This is pretty good, because you can have them also in your investing and trading portfolio. It's really matter to split this both, because it's really hard to split if you have it in one portfolio. Uh, Split them definitely. It's the much easiest way. So Neo is also very interesting with a lot of potential. Like you see when you're looking on this chart, I'm not invested in it because I didn't know. I don't think to the change of the power station. It's just not really a futurable idea if you ask me, because I'm from the electronical world out there, and I don't see it's pretty good if you can change the source of power in the car. This, yeah, it needs a separated gas station. If you have a normal electrical car to load your source, that's fine, you can do it everywhere. So, and like you can see, it's also in a very strong uptrend. To me, it's this one is, yeah, for me it's just only a trading stock, because for a long time invest, the idea behind it is not really safe in my opinion, but I can fail anyway. That's the way of investing. You need to have a vision about what you're investing also. That's straight up to the point. And yeah, good luck for all investors. So, and what's the next one? One more I will show you. I don't know exactly where it is now. So 1 second. So Vivian Neo, Disney. Disney is definitely a good idea to show up. We'll have a look what it is about. So this looks kind of crazy. If you look all over this, it looks like an accumulation. But remember, locked on in March, they feel it really bad. But also, lockdown was more than 1 month. So how can it be that they grow? 90% of Disneyland's money is gone because they had no customer there in Disneyland or so on. Yep, and that's right, they started a streaming platform, and this streaming platform, especially for kids, is very loved. So if your family, I think it's really good or really serious to have this platform, and I think the most families all over have it. But like you can see, up till now, some partly have opened, and the growth started since November, and it pumped up. Now we'll see where the future goes, but I want to show you this. So if you have a look on the highest chart we can have, up, I will show you up from 2002. So if you're afraid about to invest in Disneyland, all adult people started, they'll have passed their life with Disneyland. So Disney is just a monster of a company, and I think they just grow. They have some dips and dumps and so on, but at least the growth will be massive. I'm very excited what they will do in the next 10 years, because since 2020 or 2021, so in this range there, like you can see, their growth was in the last 10 years from now $170, so 10 years around. Zip, there. The growth was around from $30, so from $30 to 170, pretty nice growth. And if you look all over, was a very nice sidewalk, and it was kindly around $15, so very nice growth if you invest in it, if you have the time. It's definitely long hold, and next 10 years we'll see what happens. I will be very excited. If there are some questions about your side, you're very welcome to leave some comment, or doesn't matter if YouTube or here, you're always welcome. If you have some questions or want me to do some special video about any special coin or so on, just tell me. I will think about, and maybe I will do it. So see it from the opposite, and have a nice day. Bye.